Hello, Victor here. This is another update for Erick in California. 94 SL600 here, and lower harness and some other things that I want to bring my attention to. Number one is the mass airflow sensor boot. As you can see, this was squashed like this, so I guess somebody who installed it, they damaged it and they didn't put it in right. So this needs to be replaced because obviously we have air leaking there, so that might be the cause. Most likely it is the cause of wrong reading from oxygen sensor, as you saw in previous videos. Because when I try to push it on, basically if there is an air leak here, then the concept here is that mass airflow sensor reads less and therefore it gets less fuel, therefore do you have lean condition. All right, so it calls to richen it up, but it's still lean because mass airflow sensor readout is wrong because of this massive crack here. Definitely to be replaced first and then look into other things. So far so good. That's that. Since I have this all open here, I wanted to show the condition of engine mounts. They're low. See, that's your engine mount right there. As you can see, the distance here is minimal. It's supposed to be like up high. There's supposed to be way more space here in between. It hasn't collapsed yet. It's not all the way down yet, but it's getting there. So the engine mount situation is something I wanted to talk about as well. What I saw, like visually what I see, is I want to document it so I do not forget about that. Lower harness. So lower harness I did it on the vehicle. As you can see, nothing has changed here. It's all perfectly fine because I snake my wires through original sheeting, so it looks factory. So no change here. The wires inside are new, but the sheeting, as you can see, all factory, all looking nice until it gets to the bottom, because that's where you do not see anything. And on the bottom, I made wires to come out right here. See, this is where they come out, new cables. I don't know if this shoots a good video here, but this is one of them. This is for the alternator right there. See that one right there, and then you got the wires are new all the way through though. This is not just, it's just that I reused the original sheeting, so it looks nice in factory. I don't know how video is being recorded. Is it? Yeah, like that, I guess. Here. So yeah, these are all original. These cables go to oil pressure switch, oil pressure sensor, and I changed the connector on the oil pressure switch. Here, right here, original zip tie even. Well, I tried to keep as original as possible, you know. And that's your oil pressure. Where is it? Right there. So new connector on it. All right, so that's that. Next, now we do have a little bit of a sweating going on over here. Let me just see if the camera records straight. Yeah, right here. So what do we see? We have our control valve here. We have a little bit of moisture going on, although I see the pipes are tight. I don't know where it's coming from. It's not really critical. I'm gonna tighten them up a bit, see if they're any loose, but most of the time it comes out from the valve there. It's a little moist around the seal over there, so I don't know if it's just because it's leaking or if it is because accumulators are blown, and they are blown. I'm gonna make another video about that. And our control rod over here is, as you can see, is about to break, so this has to be replaced and height measured and installed the same way so the car sits level. Other than that, control arm bushings, yeah, they're a little worn, but they're okay. It appears that you have new control. What is this? The tie rods seem to be new. Okay, on this side at least. This thing seems to be
new. I think it says 15 right here. So that seems to be new. Another tie rod seems to be new. That looks new to me because, well, it is. It's just new. You know, that's just, I know. See the green? I mean, not the green. The blue ring around it. It's not factory. At least it doesn't appear to be factory. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is factory. Maybe it's such a nice conditioned vehicle that it is so nice. But then the bolts are, you know, the paint is chipping off the bolts, so somebody take it off, it appears. Well, who knows? But anyway, I think these are replacement. So anyway, that's a good sign. And so far so good. We have common oil leak coming from covers, timing chain covers on top there. You can see a little bit of oil. I would leave it alone for the time being because it's a very labor-intensive job and it's not critical yet. There's a little bit here, but it's not too bad. It's like already hardened a little bit, so not too much. It's not constant leak. It's not gushing out yet. So, but you see where it's coming. It's coming from down and, you know, from up there. Where's my camera? Yeah, it's coming from like around that area, you see. Right, like right there, and that is, as you see from the front, it's from above, so it's not coming from oil pan or anything like that. So that is that. As you can see, there is a little bit of a hydraulic fluid here, so there is something going on up there with the valve. But again, it could be because your accumulators are blown and there's so much extra pressure every time you hit the bump that it's just a jolt of pressure just basically pushes fluid out. I mean, that could be. Steering box seeps a little bit. They always seep like that. Nothing to really worry about because just because they all leak. There's nothing else I can say about that. Most of them, well, at least most of them leak. It's not critical at all, though. I don't see it's being critical at all. Just a little bit. And also, when the car is driven, I mean, it's just should be better. So seals get moisturized, they get hot, they get cold, this and that, so it needs to be driven. So underneath, very nice underneath, despite all these little things, but that's not critical. It's not nothing to really worry about. Somebody painted a bumper, you can tell, a runoff. See, just saying, not a big deal, but it probably was, see, a little zip tie painted. Well, it's a very low car, so could have been that it hit something. All right, so that was another addition. And what else can we do? Well, should we start it? I guess we should. Well, actually, no, I don't want to start it like this. I mean, it's on the jack, so, and on the jack stand. So I need to remove them first and lower the car before I can start it. While I'm still working outside on it, I'm going to probably go ahead and work on that shifter bushing because it's basically very, very loose. So at this point, we're changing the shifter bushing. Lower harness, upper harness is good, and the engine will be pretty much good. And then we'll deal with the rest of the issues. All right, so this is all for now. Victor here at RestoringMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.